The idea is that your talent doesn't need to be there when you're setting up. What are they gonna do? Especially if you're interviewing someone very important, like a CEO or some kind of business owner, and they're the one hiring you. Come in, rough everything in. Once they arrive, you can sit them down, and then you're just making minor tweaks to your setup. My light, my backlight, my stand. You don't need to have them to get the basics set up. Step number 5, we're actually gonna run the audio now from our microphone to our camera. Let's actually show you a couple of techniques that we're gonna use for that. So what we're gonna do is actually we're gonna take our 3.5mm TRS cable and we're gonna insert it. And what I can do is I can immediately secure it to the pole. What we're gonna do is we're actually gonna spin that right there. Now I'm here, I can actually take this, my slack, and again, what we're gonna do is we're gonna spin this around the pole a little bit. So I don't have any giant hooks. I have nothing for them to loop onto when they're trying to duck down and get underneath my pole. It's nice and clean. Step number 6 is actually setting up these settings on your camera. There's a little EVU meter down in the bottom little section of most cameras now, and it goes up to +3 and -3. Try to make sure your image, based on the way you set your iris, your shutter speed, and your ISO, you try to get roughly around that 0 mark. But this isn't a lighting course, so let's keep moving on and talk about the audio in a DSLR. What we're gonna do is actually now plug in our 3.5mm jack into our DSLR. You may need to enable sound in some DSLRs. I'm actually gonna take this and tie it around the arm of our tripod. What that allows us to do is really get a nice secure kind of thing. And if this gets tugged on, it's tugging on the arm and not the jack, so we're not actually stressing out our camera, and we're protecting the jack and making sure we don't lose audio in the middle of the shoot. So now that audio is plugged into the camera, let's dive actually into the sound settings of our camera. For Canon cameras, you're going to simply hit the menu button, and then in the menu setting, it's called sound recording. In other cameras, you can actually check your manual. Sometimes it's called sound, audio input, levels, volume. And if I dive into this, you'll notice we have manual and automatic. We're gonna be using manual today because we are in full 100% control of our sound in our environment. But if you're in a setup where it's a live event, auto may actually work out better than manual. Because we're in manual, we can actually drop down to the next thing, and that is record level. And once we're in there, we can actually set this level by hitting select and going back and forth to see just how loud we want it. The goal is the person sitting down is actually going to be hitting -12 dB on your VU meter. Some cameras call this 0 VU if you're in the Lumix system. They can only go down to -12 before going to mute. So really kind of check your manufacturer. So if you're in a VU meter system, 0 VU, or if you're in a DBFS scale, just like the Canon is, -12 dB. We're using a Canon, so we're actually gonna be looking for that -12 dB. So now that we're kind of set up in here, we've actually got our audio set up, we've got our framing set up and our light set up. All we have to do now is wait for talent to arrive, and then we can do our fine tuning.